You are tuned in to 50/50 News on the House of the Princess channel, hosted by Princess AV, featuring world, local, celebrity, and YouTube news. Be sure to hit the like, subscribe, and notification bell as I give you the traditional news with a small twist of ratchet. Let's go. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the House of the Princess, where we're doing a little 50/50 news. Look at here. You got me natural today. No makeup, half my lashes, all that. But it's been a hectic week, but I's here. By God, I's here. Okay, it's the Christmas holiday. I was supposed to put some antlers on for you, but I forgot that quick, and they like across the room. But nevertheless, as you're coming in, go get your beverage. If you got one on your desk and you're at work and you're listening, if you could switch back over real quick and give me a like under this video, okay? We appreciate your likes. If you're watching on the replay, make sure that you press the remote, go up and press those 3 dots so you can like this video as well. And while you're at it, please subscribe to the channel. Your subscriptions are important. That's what helps keep the channel up. Also, your super chats, your cash apps, your Zelles, your Venmos, all of that helps keep the channel going. And we ask that you give your donations, and your benevolence is greatly appreciated. Your follows are important too. There's my Instagram and my Facebook page as well. And there's a group, it's House of the Princess. So I thank you guys for being patient coming in. I had an appointment. I was on time for a change, and they ended up being late due to a Rona scare. So they had extra people there that they had to take double appointments. So I do apologize. But look, as the new year comes in, we will get better and we will get right. So I thank for all y'all that are coming in, that are zooming on in to get the news today. I hope that y'all, those that are not at work, that you're having a great Christmas holiday or whatever holiday that you celebrate, or no holiday. If you got just some days off, whatever that you're doing, I hope that you're comfortable, that you feel love, whether it's just from yourself, and that you're having love and light today and having a great day. So aside from that, why don't we get down to the news? It was hard finding certain topics today. And then, I have to pick from the topics. And also, I don't always like to give you the same topics that you hear about 50 times. It's, I have to do some extra work, but I got her done. And we're going to see what we're working with today. So let's, of course, start with the local news. Yes. The local news. Local to Chicagoland, Indiana area. So I have my screen, and look, every day I'm getting better, and I'm setting this up a little bit better. So every day I'm getting better. So our first story here is, with Omarion being in vast number, there are a lot of people walking around with Omarion, vaccinated and unvaccinated. Thank you, Ebony. And the cases are going up and up and up. So this is our first news story here about, now we have a new a vaccine mandate, and also a travel mandate and a safety mandate here in the city of Chicago, definitely. And it's here at CBS News is where our first story comes from. Let's see what Chris Ty has to say.
This stunning statistic: COVID cases in Chicago are up 80% in just the last week. With that as a backdrop, the new year will bring new rules requiring anybody 5 and over to prove that they're vaccinated just to get into most public buildings in Chicago.
Within the next week to week and a half, we will see the highest number of COVID cases in this city that have ever been diagnosed.
With a surge driven by Omicron, the city imposing a vaccine requirement for entering any place that serves food or drink starting January 3rd. That includes dining establishments, fitness centers, entertainment and recreation venues. There are 8 big exceptions. houses of worship, grocery stores, K through 12 schools and daycares, residential and office buildings. And if you are inside for less than 10 minutes for takeout or restroom use, that's an exception. It doesn't apply to those who are performing artists or professional athletes. There is still a religious exemption, and those 18 and under in organized school programs are exempted too.
I think we're not going to have any difficulty enforcing it. Obviously, frankly, a lot of our restaurants and other venues are asking us to do this.
Warnings first, then fines up to $10,000, and ultimately closures for businesses failing to comply. There was also news from Chicago Public Schools today.
One of the things that we are preparing for is we know that there's going to be cases rising. So you are going to see us transitioning more classrooms to remote when we see those situations.
Particularly, school CEO Martinez says in neighborhoods where vaccination rates are low.
So what changed in the last week? Where did we go from being in a not good place to a really not good place? The answer is Omicron.
Those 16 and older, when they enter those buildings, will also need to produce an identification card to prove that the vaccination card that they're showing folks actually matches their name. There's also a test out option. Those who work at facilities that are affected here that will require vaccination cards, Brett, they can test out with regular testing to remain working even if not vaccinated.
Okay, Chris, the mayor saying she is as concerned as she was last winter, as concerned now as last winter, and really the depths of the pandemic, where we're shut down, and there was the activation of the McCormick place for overflow patients potentially. Are those things on the table, discussion points now?
She was asked about that today. She said those are not on the table. As of right now, there is no plan to call in the National Guard. There is no plan to reformat McCormick Place. She was also asked if there's any chance of shutting the city down again, like we saw during the depths of the pandemic. She said also that is not in the cards as of right now, but she made a point to say that these new mitigations are an effort to kind of stop the spread so we don't have to get to that point again, Brad.
Okay, CBS 2's Chris Ty. Chris, our thanks.
They don't see this as problematic, but I see it as problematic because I live here. When you say that a 5-year-old has to have that in order to go to a restaurant, I have a problem with that because a lot of people don't want to put certain things in their children. And I have a problem with the freedom of you taking my freedom away, but I understand, hey, if you want me to be vaccinated to go into a restaurant or go here, that's fine. I don't have to go there. But I have a problem with the things with dealing with the children. This is forcing people away from their rights, their freedom, and just some of the way that that's worded, what they're doing. There's a gray area there, like when they say celebrities can go places and athletes can go places. That's weird. Like they're the ones that's catching it. The NFL and the people that play basketball, they're the ones that's catching it and being quarantined. Omicron is out here getting bad. I hope that they can do something to make this right. I feel that Chicago has always been kind of shut down. I feel that we're going to be on a partial shutdown, so that's kind of messed up. It's just that even the people that are vaccinated are getting Omarion. You don't have a booster for Omarion yet. It's just so fuzzy, and the way they're answering it, I don't think it's the answer. But I don't have much to say about that. But I do have something to say about this. Thank you so much, Remain Teachable, for the super sticker, for the little hearts. Thank you so much for your contribution. Thank you. It's just, excuse me. It's just very complex. It's just too much. It's too much. Children, I guess. Oh, thank you. I got another sticker. Thank you, Miss Martha, for the super sticker. Thank you so much for your contribution. Thank you. So our next story is a story of a 2-year-old. He died in a fire. He was in a fire. He was stuck in the house. And it's sad to report about children, but this is a situation we have. Another story brought to you by CBS Chicago Channel 2.
Right now, a West Pullman family, heartbroken, this little boy killed in a fire this afternoon. CBS 2 Suzanne Lehman, live outside the home. Suzanne, you spoke to the toddler's family.
Brad, they told me the child's mother just bought this house and they recently moved in. Now I want to show you something. Take a look up here. What you're taking a look at right there is the second floor window of the home. It's boarded up now. We're told this is where the fire started, in a bedroom, and that's where the 2-year-old was found.
He was just as joyful, anticipating Christmas. And I just can't.
We have a troll. Please delete that troll, or if not, I'll do it.
Andre Barker remembers the last time he saw his 2-year-old nephew, Ace Jackson. Jackson was in this upstairs bedroom where a fire started this morning. Barker consoles his wife. She tried to rescue Jackson from the burning bedroom. So did his mother. She suffered burns to her feet. The doorway was blocked by fire. When firefighters entered the bedroom, they found the child in a corner of the room. He was in full cardiac arrest. Paramedics worked on him along with doctors in the ER.
Very loving child. Good kid, too. We had big expectations for him. This is just unbelievable.
6 weeks ago, the family buried Jackson's great-grandmother. She died from COVID-19.
This is going to be tough on us. This is going to be tough. But we're a strong family.
Right now, investigators are looking at a space heater and extension cord as the possible cause of the fire. There were smoke detectors in the home, but the batteries in them had expired. Firefighters are going to be back here in the neighborhood at 10 o'clock in the morning. They're going to be going door to door, every single home here on the block. They want to make sure that everyone has working smoke detectors. They say they're even going to install them for those who need that. Ace would have turned 3 next month. In West Pullman, Suzanne Lemignot, CBS 2 News.
That is heartbreaking. I don't know what it's like to lose a child. I hope I never know what it's like to lose a child. She just bought the home. My heart goes out to her and her family. God bless you. She just bought the home. So, they didn't say why, but I didn't hear the space heater thing at first. And I was thinking in the back of my head, you have to be so very careful when it comes to space heaters, when it comes to smoking, anything like that. Because I'm sure probably gas may or may not have been on fully, different things like that when you're trying to get situated in the house. It's just one of those things. And then for the baby to be the only person that was a casualty in this fire, it's really sad. At Christmas time, I'm sure they had gifts for the baby all everywhere. So I can't imagine how the mother must feel and dealing with guilt and everything else that comes along with that. So again, I'm so sorry to hear that. And yes, that's the story of the 2-year-old. The next story I have is the issue going on with Juicy Smollett, okay, aka Jussie Smollett. We have the state's attorney. Her name is Kim Foxx. She was originally the one who let Mr. Smollett get off. They didn't file charges on him. Okay. And then they felt that there was some foul play or some dishonesty going on. And they had a special investigator, special prosecutor come in on the case. And that is actually how Jussie Smollett ended up in trial like he was last week. So they did a lot of investigation, and they do feel that Kim Foxx's office mishandled the case. So we're going to hear this from the New York Post. Okay, and then I will read for those that are in the bushes. Okay, thank you. A newly released report revealed substantial abuses in the investigation of Jussie Smollett by the Cook County State's Attorney's Office. Like they do this shit so fast, like I don't know who they think be reading. Okay. Including that Fox exchanged 17 text messages and had 5 phone calls with Smollett's younger sister. The 60-page report by Special Prosecutor Dan Webb found that Fox's office misrepresented information when they said Empire Star had no criminal background, which was false. Smollett had pleaded no contest in 2007 to providing false information to police during a DUI stop in Los Angeles. Webb was also found that Fox's office mischaracterized to the media and the public while the initial case against Smollett was resolved, which they said was similar to the 5,700 other cases that was not accurate. Smollett was found guilty on December 9th for filing a police report after claiming that Trump-loving bigots beat him up and tied a noose around his neck. So, it's going to be some smoke in the city. It's going to be smoke in the city. I hate for that black woman to do that, but I feel like, sis, you're about to lose your job. This is problematic. Again, I think they covered for Jussie because he was black. And of course, we wanted to keep each other, and he was affluent, had money, and they were bringing money to the city. And they covered for him, but that backfired for everybody. For everybody. Hey, Loopy Looper, welcome. Yeah, you know, Chicago is a town of crookedness. It's so much crookedness, so she probably thought she can get away with it too. Plenty of mobsters and shit like that, and people doing shit on the table. She thought she wasn't no different. You know, blacks want to do for blacks, but honey, it don't work like that for us. All right. Okay, one more thing. Let me stop sharing this. Chicago. We have some new rules and some laws that are going into effect as of January 1st. And I came across this because, oh, shoot. I didn't have to stop sharing. I came across this because I wasn't aware of myself. I think a lot of times there are things that we need to know that we don't know. Oh, shoot. Why did my green screen come up? Look, I'm going to have to get out of here and come back. There are a lot of things that we should know that we don't know, and nobody lets us know. Okay? And see, girls, I'm here for it. Thank you for remaining teachable. So I want to put it out there so y'all do know. So now that my screen is messing up, I'm going to go out and come back in. I'm going to give y'all 30-second timer, and I will be right back. All right. Well, Stream Y'all said, fuck your greens. Fuck your background. You ain't being in the newsroom today. I'm gonna try one more time. It's something that skipped. It's the error, and I'm not gonna end the broadcast in order to do so. But what we gonna do in the meantime, and hi everybody that came in, please sit and press the like button. We're getting ready to go into all these laws. Let me find them. It was some when I shared the screen. That's when everything all hell broke loose. So Christian and Federico, another troll. Please let them go. Okay, so these are new laws that are coming into play in the state of Illinois effective January 1st, 2022. Minimum wage will be up to $12 an hour, which is a dollar increase. As far as education laws are concerned, Illinois students are allowed 5 mental health excuse absences, which I think is excellent. Okay. Hair discrimination is no longer allowed in public schools. I know that, yeah, I'll see how that goes because I know that my kid, he had to have like a certain haircut to go to the school he went to. And when I got him an asymmetrical cut for graduation, the principal wouldn't let him play in the final basketball game because of his haircut. Because I let him get some designs in his hair. So that was petty. And he was like the number one student, just about. Then college students can choose to submit testing scores. I think that has to do something with the pandemic and turning in your ACT and SAT scores. So yes, that is an issue. And judicially, cash bail is eliminated in Illinois. So look, when your baby daddy get in trouble and you want to go bail him out, with the cash under the mattress or in that shoebox really deep in the closet, I'm telling you, you gotta go get you a chime card since you ain't got no bank account or whatever. Keep you one of them debit and credit cards, okay? And then you can put the money on the book on the wood on the books, okay? And they're gonna be doing everything virtually, so that's how you do that. Now, also, those charged with animal abuse can no longer own or live with animals, just like with children. You mess up with the animals, you done, okay? And then void fingerprinting no longer required. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess. So that means you can get your FOID card without them doing a fingerprint background check on you. To each his own. I think we need really stricter gun laws and gun and making it attainable for people to get guns, but I guess I don't know. All right, look, at my screen still saying you seeing something else. Okay, there we go. I had to refresh. Everything back here is looking stupid to me. So, with that being said, that is all we have for Chicagoland local news. And what else comes next? It's world news, world and national news. That is what we're working with. In the meantime, please, I ask that you hit that like button to support the channel. Hit the subscribe button. You know you want to. You're waiting on it. Go ahead and do it. What is for a federal? I don't know. It's the ID to get your gun. Hold on. You gotta have a FOID card to handle guns. I'm gonna tell you right now. You have to have a FOID card, Illinois ID, to have guns. They let me have guns. I don't know nothing about no guns, but I will. Okay. I got it though. Firearm owner's identification card. So, let me docs. Okay. So that's the state of Illinois. That's what a FOID card looks like. Okay. That's what your FOID card looks like. Amen, Purdy. Okay. So this is what you're supposed to have in order to own guns lawfully. And after that, you get a conceal and carry. I like the new animal law. That's a great idea. Okay, okay. And hey, Kiva. That's no, it's Illinois. Oh, it's not federal. It's just state of Illinois. So yeah, there it is. Okay. It's like I was like, we don't have this. No, you have to have a FOIA card to handle firearms around these parts. You at least you're supposed to. Okay. So next we have, there's a threat of war. War and rumors of wars, like the Bible said, okay. And Vladimir Putin, which they never get his ass down off the office, okay. He's not playing with you hoes, okay. And he has something against Ukraine. I shouldn't have said that like that. I should have been professional, but it's okay. They trying to take this land from Ukraine, amongst other places. And look, everything just looks a mess, but we're going to work with it. And here's a story from NBC News. Right here. Let's play.
New threats from Vladimir Putin surrounded by his generals demanding that NATO withdraw its troops from Eastern Europe.
He says in case Western colleagues continue their clearly aggressive line, we will take adequate military and technical measures in response. He's got the military muscle to back it up.
More than 100,000 troops plus tanks and heavy equipment.
Sorry, y'all. Let's try it one more again. I'm going to rewind it just a little bit. There we go.
He's got the military muscle to back it up. More than 100,000 troops plus tanks and heavy equipment at the Ukraine border. A buildup that has only increased in the 2 weeks since Putin and President Biden met virtually. Since the president talked to President Putin, it seems as though the buildup is continuing, the threats are continuing from Vladimir Putin.
If Russia continues to engage in reckless or aggressive actions, we will respond, and we'll respond strongly.
The U.S. today approving a sale of Javelin missiles to Lithuania near Russia. And U.S. officials confirm they are on high alert for an even tougher threat to counter, a Russian cyber attack, turning off the lights in Ukraine as it did in 2015 and 2016.
It allows them to attack without doing a full-scale military intervention in Ukraine. It sounds like he's preparing for some kind of attack. Cyber gives them the option of starting an attack without going to full-scale war, and that's a place where Russia has great advantages.
A cyber attack would let Russia cripple Ukraine, would make it harder for NATO to respond with military force. Tonight, the National Security Council confirms the U.S. is continuing to help Ukraine shore up its cyber defenses.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.
All right. Look, I don't have much to say about that because I said what I said. I don't know much about it. But I think we need to keep aware of these types of stories because you never know what might happen. These people have weapons of mass destruction, and I'm not saying that to be cliche, especially Russia, Korea, all those countries. They have a means to end us. And we have to be very cognizant of what goes on between these countries, even though we feel that it may not affect us. It just might, okay? So, aside from that, our next story is, this is a good one. This is about the global warming. Yes, it could lead up to World War III. That's why I think we need to pay very close attention to what's going on. the global warming. This is a story about global warming. This is a little bit longer. This is also something that we need to be paying attention to. We need to pay attention to how we take care of our land, how we take care of the earth, and what we do. Some things are too far gone. This is about the glaciers in Antarctica are slipping off, and we may think that it has nothing to do with it, but it does. It can put the United States underwater or certain parts if you're by a big body of water. So we're going to get this story from CBSN Channel News, and let's talk about it here. Oh, it's supposed to be like this. I'm big, you're not little. So yes, let's see.
Earlier this week, researchers at the
There should be no
world's
echo
largest
now. I
Earth
fixed
Science
it.
Conference presented some sobering climate news. They estimate the ice shelf on Antarctica's massive Thwaites Glacier could collapse within the next 5 years, causing a dramatic sea level rise. The rapid transformation would have major impacts across the globe. For more, we want to bring in CBS News meteorologist and climate specialist Jeff Berardelli for the first time in person since like 2 years ago. Jeff,
It's been a while. Yeah, it's nice to be here, though. I got to tell you.
Well, so explain to us what's going on with this glacier, because you were saying during the
that I want to show you. We'll kind of put it into perspective for you. First of all, we'll show you where Antarctica is, clearly on the bottom of our planet. And there are two key glaciers that we're worried about. We're going to be talking about Thwaites today, but its neighbor is Pine Island, and we're concerned about that as well. You mentioned Thwaites is called the Doomsday Glacier. So let's kind of fly into the glacier now and show you why this is becoming unstable. So because water temperatures are a few degrees above normal, it's eating away at the underside of this glacier, and it's destabilizing the glacier. The glacier itself is starting to develop a lot of cracks and fractures. In fact, it's in an advanced stage right now. It's kind of like a windshield. If you get a crack in a windshield, it's slow at first, but it starts to kind of spider out, and then everything shatters. Well, that's what's happening right here. And this is the ice shelf. So this is the ice that's floating on the water. So therefore, it can melt, and it would not raise sea level rise. However, it's like a wine cork. It kind of acts as a buttress or a wall, keeping the glacier, the ice that's on land itself, behind it stable. You pull out that wine cork, and all that ice on land begins to fall out. So they're saying that we could see the ice shelf break up in 3 to 5 years, and then the ice sheet behind it begins to slide into the ocean at a much faster pace.
And then we're potentially looking at sea level rise.
Yeah.
And how much might that be?
Well, if the whole thing collapses and falls into the Southern Ocean, that would be around 2 feet of sea level rise. So that'd be the glacier itself. Now, if it destabilizes its neighbor, Pine Island, which is also very unstable, then we add a few more to that. So several feet of sea level rise is possible. And then if you were to destabilize all of the West Antarctic area, it would be over 10 feet of sea level rise.
Catastrophic.
Yeah.
Well, Jeff, you know what? It seems like every month we are hearing about climate change and more problems with climate change and weather. Is this any different? Is this all still part of that same narrative? Give us hope if it's there, and give us caution if it's not.
Well, the hope is that we have to solve the problem. That's the hope. We can do it. But in particular, this report, I've never heard anything like this before. Now, I've covered a lot of these. I've read a lot of these papers. I've covered a lot of these reports. I always ask the scientists, okay, how long is it going to take for the glacier to fall into the ocean? How long is it going to take for sea level rise to happen? And you can never pin them down on a time frame. They're always like, oh, it's many decades in the future, probably centuries. This time they're saying the ice shelf could collapse in 3 to 5 years. So there's not only a timetable, but a short-term timetable. And it doesn't mean that all of the, we're going to see sea level rise right away. It's going to take quite a while for it to happen. Still decades, but it's going to happen much faster than it could have happened. And we're beginning to hit tipping points now. So that's the real danger here.
Is that the biggest takeaway that you took from this report?
Yes. I mean, we're inches away from tipping points. It's not going to happen linearly anymore. It's not going to happen gradually anymore. Once we hit these tipping points, things can happen really quickly. And once you start to fracture and make a certain part of the glacier unstable, it's kind of like a domino effect. Everything starts to become unstable. And I'll just add one more thing to it. Look at what happened this week. We had one of the worst tornado outbreaks in U.S. history on Friday night and Saturday.
In
December. Fast forward a few days later, the worst and most widespread wind event I've ever seen. All the meteorologists keep saying, well, we've never seen this before. I don't think we'll ever see this again. And then a couple of weeks later or a few weeks later, bang, another unprecedented event happens. And so they're starting to come fast and furious. We are destabilizing the climate. It will never, ever be the same again. But we can stop the worst of it. We can do it, but we have to really, try hard. And we're not doing that right now.
Well, Jeff, I also want to say thank you as you and your family, newly expanded family,
we have a little daughter,
are moving
back home to your home state of Florida. Want to wish you well and all the very best. It's been a pleasure.
It's been so much. Yeah, it's been great. Thank you.
Thank you, Jeff.
This is something that we don't worry about that we probably should have been. This is an issue that we do not talk to our legislature about. We do not harass them about making our world better. There are things that we need to know that's happening that we don't know. All we know is the after effects of it, like i.e. tornadoes, problems in the world, like where we could do better. And we don't know. We've spent so many years fucking up the world that nobody knows how to fix it. And I think that it is messed up that some people don't even care how much we fucked up the world. They just want to get money. But if you don't have a place to live and we're all desolate and we're all looking bad, living horribly, what difference does it make? Money can't buy you an earth back. That's why they asked us trying to go to space and shit. It's the truth. Our next story is, why is this here? Oh, it's there. Okay. It's a story of a Colorado trucker. He was involved in a deadly crash that killed 4 people in 2019. He was recently sentenced to 110 years in prison. So here's the story brought to you by CBS.
Now to a story a lot of people are talking about. Colorado's governor is under growing pressure to reduce the sentence of a truck driver who killed 4 people in a fiery crash. His name is Rohel Aguilera Medeiros. He was sentenced to more than 100 years in prison last week. His truck plowed into a line of vehicles on Interstate 70 that's just outside of Denver. This was back in 2019. Mark Strassman looks now at the mandatory minimum sentencing laws that have inspired a nationwide petition for leniency in this particular case.
I'm begging for forgiveness.
26-year-old Rohel Aguilera Medeiros sobbed in court when he was sentenced last week to 110 years in prison on 4 counts of vehicular homicide and 23 other charges.
I'm crying all the time when I'm thinking about it.
4 people were killed in this fiery wreck on Colorado's Interstate 70 in April of 2019. It's a steep road in the Rocky Mountain foothills. Aguilera Medeiros says his brakes failed, but video shows he may have missed a runaway truck ramp where prosecutors claim he could have pulled off.
He made a series of terrible decisions.
Aguilera Medeiros received all minimum sentences, but because Colorado's law requires them to be served consecutively, it added up to 110 years, something even the judge objected to.
If I had the discretion, it would not be my sentence.
As of this morning, more than 4.5 million people have signed a petition to reduce Aguilera Medeiros' sentence. Colorado Governor Jared Polis said his office has received a clemency request and he's reviewing the sentence. Gage Evans, whose husband died in the crash, says sentencing laws should be reviewed, but the sentence itself should not be commuted.
He was found guilty of reckless behavior that killed my husband. That was the most important thing to me.
For CBS Mornings, I'm Mark Strassman.
This is very unfortunate. I hadn't known anything about this story. Just recently, I found it, I believe, today or last night. It's very unfortunate. I do believe people make mistakes. We all make mistakes. I am a CDL certified bus driver. I just have no desire to drive trucks. Being a truck driver takes a hell of a lot of responsibility. And believe it or not, it's hella stressful on the body, it's stressful on the mind. And you have to have a strong mindset in order to consistently do it and discipline. He's a young guy. Um, yes, people didn't survive from him not making good decisions or thinking fast enough. But I don't think it's worth him losing his life. 110 years is excessive. And I feel sad for him. I think that uh, he needs forgiveness. The way that man cried, I feel him and I feel his sincerity in his voice that he's sorry. Maybe he should be able to drive trucks again, something else, but 110 years in jail is not the answer for that. Even the people who are the spouse of the victim said, no, that's not necessary. So I pray that he does get clemency or he does get it, what's the P word? Pardoned. Uh, I pray that they can do something for him. I will sign the petition if I can find it. You guys sign the petition. You can find it. When I saw this story and listened to it, I did feel like that was attention needs to be brought to that. I know my voice is small, but I guess it takes one. Everyone will help. So I wanted to bring attention to this story and see. I hope that they help that man because he's a baby and he doesn't deserve life in prison for that. Intentional murders are equated to that. Yes. Look, I've seen people kill people for real and get less time. 10 years, 8 years, 5 years. And they out here doing stuff like that. And this man just made a misstep in calculations and thinking clearly as a driver, and you give him 110 years. All situations like this tell you is that our systems are broken, okay? And they're not here to help people to recover them back into society. Okay, rehabilitate. That's the word I'm looking for. Yes, I did see a notification. Rehabilitate people is just not for them. And so it's a very sad situation. And I hope God blesses that young man to get his life back. Our next story is about the 5G comings, okay? 5G is coming to your phone very shortly, but they feel like it may interfere with aviation. So this is our story from Fox 32. Let's hear what they have to say.
5G technology is set to go live next month. And apparently some pilots are voicing concerns about the impact it may have on air travel safety.
Yeah, here to talk more about their concerns is George Haus, who is the CEO of Resonant. Thank you so much for coming on the show this morning.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Okay, so when people think of 5G, probably they're thinking about how great this is going to be for information, technology, their devices, their phones, but there apparently are some real concerns about it interfering with a pilot trying to man a plane, fly a plane.
Yeah, I think what should be clear to everyone is currently we're not experiencing interference problems, but there's a concern that there could be interference with planes' radar and other safety systems. And that concern is been further supported by the major manufacturers, both Boeing and Airbus, expressing their concerns and looking for further investigation. And they're working with operators and manufacturers on a worldwide basis to check out these concerns. And it's due to these concerns is why both AT&T and Verizon have delayed their 5G deployments.
So are these phone companies speaking directly with these air carriers so they can get ahead of potential problems? I know you just said we shouldn't be too concerned right now, but I mean, this
has potential, right, to be a big problem.
Well, it has the potential, right? And that's, as we sit back and look at, airplane safety, and anything that would potentially interfere with the safety systems, the communication systems, is going to be, kind of job one to mitigate that. But, the combination of the carriers, the FAA, the manufacturers, they're all working together to figure this out. It's not a known problem today. It's a known concern. So now they're working through it. And right now, what, the FAA has done is they've issued airworthiness directives so that at airports where 5G is deployed in local, in the local area, when visibility is low, things might have to wait to either land or divert to alternative airports. But, this is, not something that is happening right now. It's something that's going to happen as, 5G is getting further deployed in these different areas.
Are there other?
And it's purely an issue for specific carriers, not all of the carriers, depending on the frequency bands that they've actually purchased. So right now it's AT&T and Verizon. T-Mobile's not having this problem.
Are there other industries that should be aware of this problem that they could potentially be facing?
Well, obviously the big focus is going to be on air carriers and air traffic because that's, got the greatest potential for a catastrophic event. But, as we look at the further deployment of 5G, you'll see that it is getting deployed in areas where there are, adjacent things going on in the frequency band. And this is what's driving the requirements for better filtering. The business that we're in, the business all the big filter manufacturers are in, and they're doing a great job of developing new technologies that are getting deployed that are going to mitigate any potential interference issues.
And like you said earlier, George, it is not a problem yet, but there is a concern. We appreciate your time this morning. Thank you.
Yeah, no worries. Thank you much.
All right.
Today, the president announced that his.
Alrighty then. Look, we got a glimpse of the next story. Let's back that on up. Okay. It's creepy. It's like you don't know what's going on until it's done. They do these things and they don't always work out the kinks in the situation. They don't always make sure that you know what's going on fully. I think a lot of times these people be up here playing with our lives and playing with shit, and they just test it out on us. We are the test dummies, and then as things happen, they be like, "Oh, okay, boom, there it is." But hopefully everything will be okay, because I don't want to definitely be on no plane and some fuck shit goes on with the 5G, and then you down like Chinatown. Look, I like my life a little bit, so I want to do better. I want to live. I want to live. So yeah, it doesn't say a lot of stuff specifically, but hopefully we'll see more detail in the coming near future. Okay. Our next story is about Joe Biden and these student loan repayments. We have a story from ABC News. The press secretary is announcing what Biden has to say today. Okay. And let's hear what the lovely lady, our Ginger, has to say.
Today, the president announced that his administration is extending the pause on student loan repayments for an additional 90 days through May 1st, 2022. This is an issue both President Biden and Vice President Harris care deeply about. While the jobs recovery is one of the strongest on record, with nearly 6 million jobs added under President Biden, the fewest Americans filing for unemployment in more than 50 years, and overall unemployment down from 6% to 4.2%, we know some student loan borrowers are still coping with the pandemic and need some time before resuming payments. So this pause gives the administration time to manage the ongoing pandemic and further strengthen our economic recovery. In the meantime, the Department of Education, and they also issued a statement that hopefully you will have seen, will continue working with borrowers to support a smooth transition back into repayment and advance economic stability.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel.
All right. Look, y'all got into Biden's ass last week, okay? A lot of people did about him opening up these student loans for us to repay. Not only that, he said that he wouldn't forgive us. So now I guess he's throwing us a bone and say, well, since I'm not going to give you any student loan forgiveness, like I promised while I was on the campaign trail, I'll just give your ass an extension not to pay, but give us our motherfucking money. Y'all need to be cognizant of this when these elections come, not only federally, but even your local people. They have a hand, and excuse me, I got to sneeze. Excuse me. Okay, here I come. I'm sorry. When you deal with these people locally, they have a hand in that. Your senators, your congressmen, they help. You know, Biden, our president, is really more of a face. And if you don't understand that, y'all need to watch a little bit more Scandal in your life. Thank y'all for y'all blessings. I do need them. And you'll understand that Biden is not the say it all, be all for everything. You need to be pressuring these local ass people and how to get these done and who to vote, you know, which way they vote and what they truly believe in, because they do not have our best interests at heart. And yes, Biden said he was going to do all that shit and he is not coming through. I showed that video from TikTok last week where he's never been in favor of the students. He was actually instrumental of making us pay more. So we need to make them pay in a different way. And again, thank y'all for y'all blessings. Okay, and guess what? That's all I have for. I was going to read this thing about China, but I'm going to wait. That's all I have for world national news. Guess what comes next? Celebrity news. We're moving on fast here today. Look, I told you I'm going to get better and better every day. And those who are just coming in, again, our name is Princess AV. And we ask that you stop and like the video. We have a few technical difficulties today, but I don't care. Eyes keep going, okay? Make sure you're following me on social media. Thank you for those who sent super chats thus far. If you'd like to send me a super chat, I greatly appreciate it. Also, this is my Cash App. You could get that popping as well. At info@Haus of the Princess. You can email me whatever you need, but also you can use that for Zelle, Venmo, and PayPal as well. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe. I need subscribers. I appreciate your subscribers. Stop watching. Just subscribe, okay? Watch and subscribe. You know, just don't be a visitor over here in the church. So as we come to celebrity news, our top celebrity story of the week is Megan Good and Devon Franklin is getting a divorce. I know a lot of times people love to say, oh, these are couples' goals. I don't have goals invested in no damn body, okay? I do have admirations for certain people and certain things that they do, but they had a good run of it. They made their money off their marriage, okay? So this story is courtesy of Entertainment Tonight, okay? We're going to put that good old fair use for those types of channels, okay? So don't strike me. This is just commentary, okay? Commentary on the story of Megan Good and Devon Franklin, divorced after 9 years. Here we go.
Megan Good and Devon Franklin are going their separate ways after 9 years of marriage.
But the good thing is with this one, with my husband, the respect that I have for him is so totally different than any other relationship that I've been in.
According to legal docs obtained by ET, filed by Franklin on Monday in Los Angeles, the couple's separation date is listed as August 21st of this year. The reason cited for divorce is irreconcilable differences. The couple also released a statement confirming the news, saying, quote, after much prayer and consideration, we have decided to go in our futures separately, but forever connected. Adding there was, quote, no one at fault for the separation. Megan and Devon got married in 2012 after meeting on the set of Jumping the Broom.
And I had spent enough time around her. We had made a movie together called Jumping the Broom. And I got a chance to get a friendship with her and see who she was. And God gave me the vision to see this is who she is. and he's for you.
Despite the split, both shared tributes to one another on their anniversary. Good shared this video montage with the caption, quote, "To the love of my life, my husband, purpose partner, happy anniversary." Even more recently, earlier this month, Devon praised his ex's performance on the Amazon Prime series, Harlem.
I'm such a fan of your work. I've read all 3 of your books, Camille Parks.
Can I call you back?
Yeah, that's fine, Dr. Pruitt. I'll talk to you later.
Sorry. He wrote on Instagram, quote, "I'm so proud of my love, Megan Good. She's one of the most talented actors on the planet."
Listen, I don't care how rational, loving we are. We are people who need help communicating.
Devon opened up to ET about he and Megan attending therapy and why he calls friend Will Smith one of his mentors.
Why did counseling help you all? Because I feel like you guys both are very rational people and have the tools.
I got some words to say about this. I mean, I ain't celebrating divorce, but it's something about this is
I hear
weird.
Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith talk about that. Like, we go to therapy individually and then come together.
Oh yeah.
To
yeah.
you know, to figure it out.
Yeah. No, that has made such a huge impact. And Will is, a mentor and a friend, and it's been very helpful to me in terms of helping me do the work that I need to do as a man.
Yeah.
To be a better man, to be a better husband. And some issues that you're trying to sort out collectively are individual issues. Right? Like my trauma, I bring that to the marriage, but I still have to have a path to work out that trauma, right? And sometimes I'm bringing that trauma to the marriage and I'm realizing, wait, the issue we're having is because I haven't been doing my work, or the issue we're having because she hasn't been doing her work. So having those individual therapists really do help us stay accountable to ourselves.
Okay, child. I mean, you say Will Smith is your mentor. I mean, he could be a mentor in so many ways, but I don't know. It took him a long time to get his shit together for his marriage, okay? And, it looks like they're in an open marriage. When you say Will Smith is your mentor, it makes it hard because he's a pastor. He's in the Christian community. And Will Smith and them is into Scientology and somewhat atheism. Sir, ma'am, sir. For that part, I don't know it match. I can't say that they can't get stuff for one another, but to me, it just doesn't mesh with that. Yeah, her worldly world. Yeah, I do think she was a little bit carnal a lot of times. Right. Will can't keep his marriage together. At first I thought it was kind of strange that Megan, she's a good girl, but to marry a pastor is a lot. A minister, just being a minister is a lot. You have to deal with a lot, and you have to have a partner that's strong enough to carry you and handle you as you handle the world. I know this because I know it from my calling and things that I have to deal with. Um, Being on TV, I think they had a great run. 9 years is a long time, but to still see stuff talking about y'all still in love, uh, and you divorce, and I have so many other questions, things I want to say, but it ain't necessarily right to say for television. I don't want to put no accusations on nobody. I'll just say that. Okay. That's some kitchen table talk. What I get from that conversation, especially when you say Will is a mentor. Uh, I've seen even Christ-like people act evil in divorce. So, but it's cool to be friends. But when y'all talking about I love you, honey, I love you, and all that, but you get divorced, and y'all done kept this divorce secretive. It's just weird. It's just weird to me. It's an interesting notion. I never saw it in y'all. Yeah, it could have been something performative about him. Pastors perform too. It seemed like at this point, what they're doing, it might be an image thing. Okay. Oh, Jennifer. Yeah, like I said, that's some old kitchen table talk. I won't say anything, but if you're in the chat, y'all get down, okay? Our next story is a young rapper again this week has been fatally murdered. Draco the ruler was damn it, you moving my camera, get your ass back. Sorry, Draco the ruler was fatally stabbed at his concert in LA. KABC has this story, and let's see what they're talking about. Okay, this is another one I gotta read. Hold on, let me help y'all out. Draco the ruler was fatally stabbed at a Los Angeles concert on Saturday night. We don't need this Jason music. The chaos occurred around 8:30 p.m. local time in the Once Upon a Time in LA concert. According to the concert promoters Live Nation, there was an altercation in the roadway backstage. 11. I'm looking at your comment. It's 11 o'clock. Yeah, this is y'all's sneak away from work part. The 28-year-old artist, whose real name was Darnell Caldwell, was taken to a hospital and later pronounced dead. Authorities shut down the concert soon after Caldwell was stabbed. No arrests in connection with the stabbing were announced as of Sunday morning. Okay, so what kind of fucked up ass security do y'all people have, to stab somebody? You got to get close to somebody, especially to stab someone backstage. These rappers are not being cognizant of their surroundings. They're not protecting themselves as they should. And look, I'm over here like what's his face? They talking about Lil Durk. He was in town this weekend. They said Lil Durk got security. Okay, he might have gang affiliation or whatever, street cred, but he has money now. He has security. Okay, let them other people die for you. You can pay them. Okay, y'all down with all this money. You don't even know what to do with it, how to invest it, what to do. Y'all do stupid shit. God bless him and his family. I don't know the rapper. I'm not familiar with his work. I may have heard him and I don't know, but God bless him and his family. Okay. Our next story. Please don't strike my channel. Whoever you are, person. Shouts out to Tony Rewind. The latest news. Okay, we have our next story. And it is Miss Carti B. Okay, Carti B. And they got this off of Instagram. Cardi B gave her husband Offset $2 million for his birthday. Shit, I can't get $20 for my motherfucking birthday. $200 for my birthday. $2,000 for my birthday. But they gave this wench gave him $2 million. Okay, and for his birthday. So let's see what they talking about.
I want to say, when let's say happy motherfucking birthday to my sexy, big husband.
Okay, I had to say something about I forgot about that part. First of all, Offset is not that attractive. I think they're starting to look a little more attractive as they getting money. Money makes everybody look better. But if child, you around here, you got all these holes on your husband as it is, and you trying to get him to grow up and stop whoring and getting whores on top of him. Um, right, I can't even get it out, Shay. And they giving him pussy because he already has money. And then you gonna tell everybody that his dick is big, ma'am. That's just my 2 cents of that. But let's continue.
I feel like you have everything. You literally have every motherfucking car. You say you tired of jury. So I was like, what do I give somebody that gave me a motherfucking house? What do I get? So I'm like, what do you like? Oh, that's right, some money game. So, babe, this is my birthday to you. I know you got a lot of business ventures coming in 2022, so let's get it. Bring out the birthday cake, motherfucker. That's $2 million, baby. And all my friends, don't ask me for money because I didn't get this nigga $2 million. Now, let's check up. Happy birthday. I love you. Thank you for everything. Thank you for my son, my daughter, for everything. Let's check up. Come on, come on.
I said stop. Child, I'm sorry for the screen switching. Y'all was looking at me. As he stood there just rolling up his blunt and drinking his beer. What y'all think is beer? She gives him a $2 million check. And he like, all right. And I guess, if they don't have, that's not nothing. He does have millions of dollars. So to give him a couple more million, I don't know. Maybe I would have put, he had new business ventures. I would have put it in the form of a stock. Shit, I almost rather wouldn't give him a motherfucking thing when you say you got everything. I'm that person that, yeah, what do you give people who have everything? At that point, you start to give people things that money can't buy. You have to start being creative with your mind, okay? I don't know, maybe that's the best you could do. It takes a lot to give a motherfucker $2 million. But at the same time, I know they have separate bank accounts from what they make separately, but y'all married, so with no prenup. So ain't it like just passing $5 at the dinner table? I don't know. Is that just, and like I said, when you sit up there talking about my big dick husband, no, no ma'am, no ma'am. Ain't they rich and married? So which mine is ours? Yes. Like it's the same money. As far as I'm concerned, I don't get it. Yeah. I just, pushing a Santa sex day. Yeah, it's crazy. Take 2 million, help the needy as many as can help. Yeah, no, they're gonna spend that on ass and titties and hell. Okay. She should have gave him a pass to cheat the way she ever. Yeah, my big dick husband. Well, we know he got a dick. You still there? Okay, he must have one. You said you had to have a king cobra. with a crook in it, hoping lean over. Okay, we get it. We know you're talking about them. Okay, it's, it's silly. Okay, yeah, they do keep their money separate, but it's still, again, they married. So, the next story. The next story is we have Chris Noth back on the docket today. Uh, the sex allegations are coming out, and he is losing his job. Y'all mentioned y'all did not want him off of the Equalizer. Well, baby, is a story. Like to hear it? Here we go. Sex and the City alum Chris Noth has been dropped from the CBS series The Equalizer following allegations that he sexually assaulted several women. Universal Television and CBS said in a statement, Chris Noth will no longer film additional episodes of The Equalizer effective immediately. The 67-year-old portrayed William Bishop on the drama alongside Queen Latifah. The actor will be seen in upcoming episodes of the series, but the show is on hiatus and 7 episodes of its second season have already aired, according to Deadline. Noth was also recently dropped from his agency, A3 Artists. The beleaguered actor publicist has not responded to post requests for comment. Hey, not today, Satan. I know y'all gonna crucify me with this. But for me personally, and that was from the New York Post, this is problematic. And I'm going to tell you why. This man has had allegations against him. There was nothing factual. And I know this is an element of the Me Too movement. But when we live in a world that says we're innocent till proven guilty, why do we cancel people according to their allegations? I'm not going to say whether I know or whether I feel he did it or not. I'm saying this man had allegations that came out from 20 years ago last week. And within a week and a half time, he has lost his sponsorships, he's lost his job, and he's lost his agent. Okay? Sometimes I believe in the victims, but sometimes they be lying. Bitches be lying. Okay? We'll just say it like that. And just like the situation where earlier this year, we showed our whole asshole about T.I. and Tiny. But the charges were dropped. T.I., look, I mean, saying the same thing as Shay says. T.I. lost his show. He lost movie deals. He lost sponsorships. They were harassed, okay? All of this shit has happened to them. And the woman said, you apologize, I'll drop the charges. He said, bitch kissed my ass and laughed at her. What have you heard anymore from Sabrina Peterson and all of these 16 people who had allegations against them? You ain't even heard nothing from Chicago. So they lost all that in lieu of, we just believed these sex allegations against them. They lost a lot of money and they don't get no apology. So whereas I do think there needs to be preventative measures when you have allegations out there and they need to be paid attention to, where is the insurance that, okay, I lose my job, but if you found it wrong, now I got to go get my job back. These people's images are tarnished if they are found innocent, and it's not fair. Y'all didn't crucify me as much as I thought. For she also loses. So she got that same attorney. I think that's because that's who took up the case. A whole false narrative, and it's not fun. I can't imagine being in those positions. Some people, they get together and they start the ball rolling, and they do it for money because they can get paid. Like there needs to be some type of insurance and assurance for each person in these situations. Do unto others you want them to do unto they will get theirs tenfold. Yeah. So I don't know if I want to say I feel sorry for him, but I kind of feel for him just based on what we've seen thus far. The Bill Cosbys, the R. Kellys. Now, R. Kelly got away with the shit, and you knew he did the shit. You know what I'm saying? We knew he did the shit, but people still supported him. But it took the Me Too movement before we muted him. That man made like 8 more records, at least, after we knew that he did that to children. Bill Cosby, I'm on the fence about the allegations only because he was partying and doing party drugs during an era that was what you did. You drugged people and you partied with them and you had Spanish fly and you had sex with people. And so that is too much of a gray area for me to have ever made a fair judgment on that. And I do think in some parts he got the short end of the stick with some of those people. They came back with 50 years, and you not only canceled his life, but you canceled the Cosby Show, which I always supported, because guess what? That was the beginning of at least 20 or 30 other actors. Everybody started, even Adam Sandler started off on the Cosby Show. And look what you did to Elvin. Elvin had to go back and work at Trader Joe's because he wasn't getting those checks. Then y'all decide, oh, well, maybe let me separate this character because there were other people affected by this decision. So now what y'all gonna do? Take Sex in the City off the TV now? Y'all not gonna do that though. Mm-hmm. Y'all not gonna do that. Those are my 2 cents. That's a whole nother conversation we can have. I was drinking too late and I felt bad. Yeah. Hey, Miss Whitty Pooh, we almost done. You don't ever have to be sorry. He offered them drugs and they accepted. Yeah, see, these are great areas. These areas are far too great to just be sitting up here doing like, oh, you said he had sex with you. Okay, you cancel. And I also think that the culture during those times is different, all the way up until the 90s. Sometimes no didn't mean no. A lot of times that sexual assault culture was promoted. Rape culture was promoted, especially in the early 90s. Okay, grab them booties and pop, so it's different. It's different. We have to have those discussions about what did we as mainstream media say was okay versus what we say is okay now. But Chris North also said he understand no means no. So again, I hope y'all read that whole article about what the women said, what they remembered and what they didn't remember, what they decided to do and what they decided to stop. Thank you so much, Miss Marva, to wake up and not be coherent. It's her fault. And if she did agree, yeah. Well, yeah. That's why I said those are gray areas. Very gray areas. Now, I don't believe in taking the pussy. It's too much free pussy out here for you to get. Do not take the pussy, okay? Y'all rich and got money and the whole stove pussy at you, just like you throwing tomatoes over there in the race over there in Italy. You get the pussy thrown at you. Don't take the pussy. Even broke down crackheads get free pussy, okay? It's vast amount out here, okay? God has blessed the earth with so many women. It's a lot of pussy out here for you to get. Don't take the pussy, okay? So now we have our last. I didn't find a lot. Some of the stuff I don't be wanting to report on. I have limits that I draw. But we are now on to our YouTube news. And I might not have tried hard enough to find none of this shit. It's the holiday. I can give a damn about y'all people sitting up here starting shit, arguing about shit, and it's so much other stuff to worry about. People out here dying and carrying on and losing their families. Like we have so many people on our list that have lost loved ones like Miss Bernice, and we want to celebrate Miss Bernice. I need to find her cash app. I got it somewhere. Miss Bernice had a birthday this week, and she's celebrating the whole month. Let's bless Miss Bernice, okay? She is Auntie Bernice, the YouTube favorite, okay? So y'all don't know me, I'm Princess AV. This is the 50/50 news. Please give super chats, cash apps, okay, contributions, PayPal, and Venmo, and like the video. I ask that you subscribe to the channel if you have not done all of that already, okay? You should have by now, okay? Also, feel free to join the channel. Memberships has its perks around here as well. So join the channel. It's down in the description box, or it's the box right there on my channel that says join. And you can give as much as $2 or $25 a month. I appreciate it all. I appreciate you, and I love you. So the first story I'm going to talk about, and I'll be vaguely knowing these stories. Goddess Raven show versus Red Label Cocktails and Confessions, aka we just call him Q for Key. They are at odds, okay? And there is a channel, I want to share it, that has a YouTube video about it. Two of them, in fact, about her viewpoint on what happened with the situation early on. I do know that Goddess Raven ended up having beef with Q during the summertime. She don't fuck with me for real, so y'all don't be fooled. She don't really fuck with me because of some things I said, and I said what I said, and I stand on it. But I don't have any problems with her. But I am that friend. I will tell you, I do not sugarcoat shit. And I said what I said. If you don't like it, then that's your problem, not mine. And she got a little jealous, so to speak, of Q going from channel to channel. And it must have been a night that he came. I was in there when he came over there to Sanitra's channel during her live. That made her feel some type of way, allegedly. And since then, they have not been right. There is a live that came up after they fell out. She said some choice words to him. And she did a live and she called him a YouTube hoe, community service, okay? Played these hoes ain't loyal. She called them all kind of whores. Which, Raven, yes, that was disrespectful. It was all kind of disrespectful to him as a man. I've never given my 2 cents about this, but I will say right is right and wrong is wrong. And that shit was dead motherfucking wrong. And if you had an issue with him, it should have never been live. It should have been done privately. But we saw it, okay? Now, she disparaged him publicly and to his face, and he left. And he said he wasn't fucking with her no more. I'm not privy to any conversations that they've had between them and what happened after that. Now, I do know a couple of days later, she gave an apology. And I'm going to give it a quotation marks because even though it's not my place to say where her heart was, she gave an apology to Q. Q was not there. And she ended up getting sidetracked like a squirrel because lead attorney came in there. And I believe she ended up talking more to the lead attorney than she did apologizing for the miscommunication with Q. Raven, you wrong, okay? Yeah. I thought that they had just decided to go their separate ways. Or during these past couple of months, I thought, okay, we resolved and I'm just not fucking with each other. So apparently, recently, in the past couple of weeks, Raven has had a couple of videos about Q. I was busy Friday, so I didn't watch the shit. I don't know. I just caught some glimpses of what happened, and Q says that Raven was using him for content. I do know when it was another beef with Trees or something last month, something like that. I believe his name came up. I believe it was Trees was on the channel and they were collaborating. And she mentioned Q and he let it pass. And whatever she said this week about Q allegedly. He went on the live stream and they were live streaming. She was live streaming her videos the other night. It was a mess, but he apparently is upset that she is using him for content. And she is upset that he is saying something like that about her and that people are trying to slander her and put false narratives out on her. So, if you would like to know the deep down story, the videos from Friday have been privated on Red Label's Cocktails and Confessions, but there are some things that are up, and this is an ongoing situation. So, if you'd like to know what you can know, go to Red Label Cocktails and Confessions because there's a few videos up there, and go support the goddess Raven because she has some things to say. She feels like she's been treated a certain way and mistreated. And there is another channel that has a third part to this, which I found interesting. It's the viewer's perspective. Yes, I did share it on my what is the community page because it brings up some things. Shit, I don't know. I didn't know about it. It brings up some things, and I thought it was interesting to hear. No, I'm not getting in these people beef, in these people problems. So if you say something about what I have to say here, I'm most likely not going to respond. Okay. So save your time, save your wealth, and save yourself. So this channel, they only got a couple of subscribers. Oh, they got quite a few since I last seen it. Okay, and so this is a video of the viewer's perspective. You can also follow them as well and see what they have to say about it. I love me some goddess. I think the bone toters has something to do with all this mess. Maybe, okay? And I won't say yay or nay again because I'm going to be honest. I didn't follow the rest of it. I tell y'all I didn't, okay? So don't, other than what I said I was there for, that I saw my own eyes. Do not go up there and say Princess said this and Princess said that she knew this. Because I'm not going to say that I know everything for a fact. And I do not carry bones. What you see is what you get. I've said it out in public and I don't private my videos. I said what the fuck I said. And whatever I say, I have to take ownership of it and repercussion if there is anything. Yes, why can't we all get along? Because Q said he wasn't going to be in no mess. So this was unfortunate for it to happen this way. Like I said, I didn't watch all the videos on Friday, but it's spilling off into other channels. And that is also why I reported on it. Go watch both channels. Ask them folks what they doing and what they dealing with. And then you'll be, because I'm never going to discourage anyone from watching one channel to the other. I'm not going to try and be biased or none of that. If you want to know, go find them 3 channels and you do it. Okay. There is another beef going on. I couldn't find this person's name. Excuse me. And I'm going to restream this a little bit. I don't think they mad. They not going to beat me up because I want to bring attention to my little friends here. Our next story is Busy and Jolene before we go out. And I can't find it. Where is Busy sipping? Oh, Jolene. There's Jolene's channel. Okay. Busy and Jolene put out a sip and key video last night. I didn't catch it all, but I caught parts of it. So one of these critters over here is harassing them. Okay. And we talk about this. Y'all don't even know how to argue right. Like, if you want to argue a little bit, and have some shade back and forth, I'm for that because sometimes people can't get along. But y'all don't know how to draw a line and how to stop. And a lot of you people need help with your mental health. You need some pills, some potions, some therapists, and everything. Folks out here is crazy. The things going on out here is not this serious. It's not worth giving your energy to. It's just not, okay? There's a man who has been harassing Busy and Jolene, especially Jolene. They made a video last night. I can't argue with a TV. Yeah, you can't. But when people, again, they get to doxing people and stuff like that. Now I know what that word means and I'm going to use it, okay? You can't be out here telling folks personal business, doxing people. She said she was doxed and they put her address out on Twitter or something like that during this live. It's a lot. These things are emotionally traumatic. Yes, they need a padded room. Yes, they do. I'm reporting YouTube news. Yes, at this moment, yes. Court documents. That is a part of my news schedule. Yes. Sick and he's messed. Yeah, and welcome court documents. So yes, this is deep. And this is a long video. Go to Jolene Losers. It was last night he doxed Busy. Oh wow. These people is nuts, okay? This is a long live, so you have to go watch it for yourself. They ain't never had no live this damn long. But I believe that she's trying to get some things done and trying to get some things put out there to support her and support their case because they're taking this legally. So I just want to bring attention to whoever this person is.
And the way that he talks, I didn't think of any. I couldn't think of any other contacts. And y'all put it in the chat. If y'all heard shoot in the face, because maybe I don't know what does shoot them in the face mean. I didn't say that this person was trying to murder me.
Is that what the kids are saying? Like,
they were gonna shoot me in the face. Can somebody say put a toe tag? What
like,
did you say?
This song slaps. This is a banger.
What is his name? Shay, Jen, LNC. Okay.
Because now I want to know if we're taking it
debonair.
out of context.
So debonair.
No, it's gonna be check out somebody else's mixtape.
Of course. This is just nothing stops this man. Nothing. You ignore it. You report it. You do everything. He just keeps going.
Oh, yeah, we'll be there for years.
Okay, here we go.
Can you go back for the toe tag thing? Because now I need to know what does that mean.
Yeah. So it's just.
And then body bag. Cardi B.
He sounded like he was finna rap.
You can go on a stream for 3 hours and you can say Jolene is a bitch. It's the only thing you can say that's a legal stream. Good. Thank you for the law advice. Legal Zoom.
Oh, this is real entertainment news that they be talking about.
I normally don't call white people the N-word. So that's why
when he talks about me and you. No,
So he called Jolene loser, all kind of bitches and fat bitches and Nigers, so.
This is one of the sweetest things ever. Know that some white bitch thought she was just going to strike me down. Is sitting in her crib right now crying. You ain't got no control over your bitch. You let her obsess over another fucking man, you fucking weakling. Every day, happy birthday to you. Every day, it's your birthday. Let me ask you. You ever thought you see a black man check a white bitch like this in public? You ever thought you'd be part of it? You ever thought you'd be a tribute member of the most caring bitch you ever ran into get shut down by you and your squad?
What end up? Was that a goal? Happy birthday!
Y'all be forgetting I got I got different type of fans.
Okay, watch. Okay, so here's him. He's emboldened because he literally thinks he knows his way around the ins and outs of the harassment, and so he knows what will be causing emotional distress and things like that and how to scare people. But he's like, you know what? Nothing's happened to me so far, so I'm gonna keep doing it. So he keeps saying this. So here he is talking about his subscribers. Like, I asked them for help, and you guys don't have someone to protect you. You guys don't have people that'll fight for you. I'll die for my subscribers, and they'll die for me. It's like, that's sick, that's cultish, that's scary, and that's weird. So one more time, let's just hear this.
Tell on me, bitch. Calling you out on bitch, you are there, totally legal everywhere I go. That shit legal everywhere. That's not true, bro. I say what the fuck I want. You do the United States YouTube. He's on Twitter, bitch. He's a YouTube dude. YouTube guy. True. That's true. Yeah.
So I'm not gonna be playing a lot of that shit. Like I said, it's Jolene and Busy's stream. This is deep. Like I said, it's not that deep for me, YouTube. It shouldn't be that deep for anybody. We don't know each other, okay? You never get to meet these people if they're not directly doing anything to you, if they're not taking from your family, taking money from your pockets. We shouldn't care that much, He's live right now talking about that. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, and so it's something. Okay, we got another troll. Get him. It's something to be said about people's mental capacity, and what's wrong with these people. They're mentally unstable, and it's got to be something wrong with you if you spend all your time talking about just other people. Look at my lips. That's House of the Princess pink. I feel sad for people who do those types of things. The pandemic has really helped intensify people's mental health issues. Okay. And unfortunately, YouTube don't ask you prerequisite questions before you get to be on YouTube. As long as you can have an email address, you can get up on here for as long as you can get away with it and say whatever the fuck you want to people and about people. And it's unfortunate. So I wish that Jolene and Busy have all the best luck with that situation, with that person. I also pray for that person because it's apparently something wrong with his motherfucking ass, okay? And he needs some help and he needs a new direction of what he wants to focus on, okay? So he might need some pills and some potions and some therapy. I don't know him. I just found out about it last night. So again, if you want to know more about it, go over there to Jolene Lunzer's page, Lunzer, and you will find more about the issue. That was them last night coming out, trying to fight back because they're fighting back right now. They're fighting with YouTube and, trying to stay protected and not doxxed. So, we have done the best today, best I could, even with the technical difficulties. I'll give you the best in local, world, celebrity, and YouTube news today over here down to the House of the Princess. If you would like me, put a 1 in the chat. If you want me to start releasing, now I put the news stories that I have videos for. They're in a playlist. So you let me know if y'all want me to make it public so that you can refer back to the playlist that I got the news articles from. So just put a 1 in the chat if that's what you prefer, and I can do that. So yes, what's with all these trolls? I'm gonna have to start putting it on slow or something. Friday is New Year's Eve, and I'm thinking about doing my Christmas dinner on Christmas Eve. So it might be hectic a lot. I do want to give y'all the news on Friday. So I'm hoping that I can. Yes, overwhelming one. Some of y'all came up out the bushes. All right. I want to give you the news on Friday on Christmas Eve. I will say next Friday is New Year's Eve, and I ain't doing the news. I don't believe so, at least, unless it's just a hectic day. But I know I'm not doing the news on Christmas Eve because I'm going to get this hairs done and I'm going to get my makeup done. And we're having a day party. So we can't have everything, okay? But I might do the news on a different day. Um, we're having a day party on New Year's Eve. So we're in the planning stages of that. Y'all tell me what y'all want to do. Okay, like we had a great uh karaoke party on Monday. Okay, and we celebrate. We had a good time. The video, I don't know, y'all can see everything because I'm still taking copyrights off of them. A lot of that shit got blocked. But anyway, I loved having fun with y'all. It was really good the other day. I'm here for these news leads. I'm seeing in if I see take notes. We get the real motherfucking news right. Yes. And nobody who gonna check me, boo. Yeah, so I'm leaning towards I will do the news on Friday. If y'all have any tips you want to give me, go ahead and give them to me and I'll get them done. Especially about this YouTube stuff because I'm trying to work on content and life now, so I don't have time to always watch all that bullshit. And the people that I do watch to give me the recaps ain't getting recapping. So it's funny. And y'all keep asking me about this Thotonomic shirt. I wore my Thotonomic shirt today, okay? That is a factual shirt. It is a Thotonomic shirt. I gotta send one to Mason Moreau. Some of y'all is having problems that's in here with this Christmas list. Look, if you made an Amazon list, I'm gonna email everybody who hasn't went through. Make sure your Amazon wish list is open so that your person can send it to your address. Okay, there's a setting. Let me see. There's a setting as you're going through. Just make it open. It has to be public. Okay, it has to be public so that they can come in. They won't know your personal information even if it's public. Make it public so that they can mail you your shit. Okay. Some of y'all got y'all stuff, some of you don't. Thank you so much. Monday, that was a bigger part than last year. I'm looking forward to this next year of steady growing. And I'm going to talk to Andrea somewhere here. I'm giving it to January 1st, then the messy has to go. If you still living in the past, then you're gonna be in my past. That's unfair. Yes, but guess what? There's a lot of messy shit brewing. Because people's money is getting low. And not only is the money getting low, the content, people are scrambling for content. I never worried about it because my channel was never built off of any scandal in the first place. I always had my main show was going to be interviewing people and interviewing right here. I'm looking for the next show to cuss the hell out. My show was always going to be interviewing celebrities and celebrity news. I already had my content before I even knew any of these motherfuckers here. Okay. I always knew that I was probably going to do Ratchet Court. I do comedy. I'm kind of funny sometimes. Look at these people. They is in here today. You mad or not? I'm into blocks. Y'all block these people permanently. I always knew that I would have something to say and something to talk about and something to do. My channel was not I didn't come up here based off of some other shit. My content is all original. I'm going to be making a TV show. Lots of things once I get my time together and my schedule together. I don't care. I don't pocket watch people. I'm not saying I can't drag a bitch, but I'm done with it and bored. It is boring. You know, some of the shit, like, you know, I be entertained. Some shit I watch from the bushes, it be funny. Like it, but if you gonna be messy, you know, give me some new shit. Okay. You know, You know, give me some new shit. Give me some entertaining shit. Something worth watching. But some of this stuff is not worth watching. Y'all just sit up here putting people's life in danger. And I'm not into it, okay? Let's do something else. But yes, people, Nosy Hole has been creeping around these YouTube streets these past 2 weeks. You better watch your back. Hide your hide your children, hide your wife, hide your purse, okay? Be aware that these people is trying to start up some more shit, okay? And they're trying to do unmasking the avatar and unmasking the trolls. Okay. I will be watching from behind the gate. I know somebody tried to call me out. Apparently, y'all ain't never really been over to my channel. And you had to come over here to fuck with me to see what I was doing. Yes, I have been quiet because I was quiet in the first fucking place. I ain't got shit to say about you motherfuckers and the shit that you're doing because it don't affect me. It don't affect me. And Princess is no longer the Captain Save-A-Ho. I don't give a fuck who it is, okay? I'm not putting my face in none of this shit that I don't have to. Okay, I do believe in saying what's right is right. I'll always do that. But if I don't have to jump in no shit, I'm not. Because it is only always adversely affected me. And other motherfuckers gone about their business. Case in point. Other folks still got a channel talking about they inspiring people and blessing folk. But I get dragged through the mud. So I don't give a fuck about this type of shit, okay? I just say I might say something, but I do not. I is quoting Miss Gemini, my fellow Gemini. I don't have a dog in the fight. I'm not that concerned. The mess, I'm over it too. I want the fun YouTube back, right? Not saving no more whores. Oh, look at we got a truce in the chat. Look at God, won't he do it? Look, we're going to have a New Year's. I've been saying it for the longest about doing a vision board, but Miss Drea and Money Over Manure, those are the entertainment people. They're going to help me. We are going to have a vision board, a quarterly vision board, so that we can start building, okay? Doing shit. Kiva, is you still in the bushes? If you want to get in on this, I would love to have you, okay? Because I saw you talking about some planning and shit. We're doing a vision board, and I want to try to do it so some people in Chicago can come meet me and we can come do it together as well. So I'm working on that. We're doing vision boards. We're trying to plan to do good shit, okay? We might get fucked up every once in a while, but you should have less fucked up shit than you got good shit, okay? It shouldn't be fucked up good shit. No, it's supposed to be good shit and fucked up shit. That's the way life works. Someone's go ahead and watch how to say. Oh, I can't speak what I can speak for myself. And that's all you can speak for. And that's where I am, that I speak for myself. If you want to know what I said what I said. Come ask me, okay? And I said, and I think it should be everybody. Don't backpedal and pussy pop, okay? And I don't believe in pressuring. You'll never hear me say no shade. Now, I'll say the Cubs and Tree said that shit. But you won't hear me say, oh, yeah, we're going to be drinking and eating. Yes, okay? If you support this person, you cannot support me. Those are their choices that they said on their channel. You will not get that from me. I don't give a fuck what you do, as long as it don't affect me, okay? I don't give a fuck what you do, just as long as you don't bring shit over here. And I'm fine with that. Let me see. Oh, look at it. I love it. So, yes, we will be drinking, okay? Drea know how to get the party started back there. As long as we got drinks, I'm good. You know, the policy of the channel is Whether it be water, whether it be wine, whatever makes you feel fine, you can sip on it as we go. Don't come to me, go ask. Don't ask my neighbor. Come to me. Oh, Shay gonna bring the edibles. Like we gonna when I get to Dallas, Shay. When I get to Dallas next year, we gonna try this meet and greet again without the If you don't get from under my damn computer, I'm gonna beat your ass. Okay, go around. I'm almost done. I'll take you outside. Move before you mess up the camera. Shit. Thank you. You can stay right here. I'm almost done. Okay. Okay. You want to go outside? Yeah, that's what you want. Nobody told your ass to come back here either. Okay. I'm sorry, y'all. It's the fur children I'm babysitting. I don't know what my daughter's doing. Shay, can I sit by you? And I come to Dallas. We're gonna try this meet and greet again thing without the sabotage. Okay. You banned from the edibles unless yeah. Well, why are you telling my business? See how I confided in you with the edibles? Y'all just be dragging me, you and Drea. See, don't nobody know what happened. Them 2 times. You must have so great protection on her computer if it's still up and the people is coming down from the bushes. Get from under here. Shit. Stop being hard and I'm whoop you. Here. You want some attention? You want to say bye-bye? Let's not run over the cat. I'm sorry about your tail. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Move, Skittles. Greenie, you want to... Oh, shit. You're so fucking big. Okay, tell the people. Merry Christmas. Look, I'm not your daddy. I can't rock you like that, okay? Get up here. That's it. Support yourself. Okay? There you go. Look at the people. Okay, they get from... See, you finna knock the whole lighting system down. Move, Skittle. Beat y'all ass. Tell the people good night and happy holidays. Okay? See hi. See hi. Get him, Paul. Get him, Paul. Give me Paul. Yes. So tell them happy holidays. And Merry Christmas shit. I want to go outside. Speak. 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 Don't kiss me. Yeah, there she go. Not the cat. Not the cat. Okay. They're not going to attack you, cat. Okay. But now she go talking. No, I don't even like animals like that. I'm not an animal person. The dog is barking. Oh my God, the dog is barking at the TV. Like, what is that? So, yes. God bless y'all. I might see y'all tomorrow. It depends on how much work I get done on this Christmas stuff so I can get done a portion. Or, depending on how I feel and get stuff done, if I do a pop-up late tonight, maybe late tonight, but most likely tomorrow about Portia, I'm going to get y'all Portia. I don't like animals like that. You'll never see me go get one. Okay? These are my stepchildren. So, and the cat is my grand cat. They ain't nothing that I just went and got. Okay? That's what it is. I don't want to take care of them. All right? Oh my God. I'm so sorry not today, Satan. I'm sorry. See, this is what I'm talking about. It's too much going on out here with people losing their loved ones to sit up here and be arguing and fighting about absolutely nothing. Let's stop fighting about absolutely nothing. In the grand scheme of things, it doesn't matter. It don't matter. And make sure you tell your people every day that you love them while you can. Okay? You have my condolences. All of y'all have my condolences. Look, the dog breaking me out. Wow. So yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, Jen, as well. Look, I'm always accessible to be reached out to. Y'all know this. Find me on one of the Instagrams or whatever, Facebook. Y'all know y'all can always email me. I do answer. I get notifications on my phone. I answer as quick as I can, as much as I can. All right, but I'm going to get out of here because I need to get some stuff done. I'm behind. I need to figure some things out. Princess graduates on Monday. That is some YouTube news. I'll repeat later. So I got things to do, and I got Kiss Kiss. I ain't got a present wrap. Usually I'm almost done with Christmas, and I ain't got shit done. Okay, so I'm gonna get up out of here. I want to thank y'all for y'all being here. Okay. Again, press the like button. Please press the subscribe button. Please press the subscribe button. Hit the notification bell so that you'll always know when I'm going live. If you go press all, okay. Otherwise, it'll just tell you every now and then. Go and press all, and you'll always know. Please feel free to join the channel, support the channel, support everything that we got going on here, because next year is going to be a gas. Okay. Love y'all so much. If nobody else has told you, mwah. Thank you for watching House of the Princess. Have a good night. Time for me to turn out the lights.